Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
Alright, guys, just making sure that my microphone is on. Alexa, turn off all lights.
Okay.
So, we're almost done with this. We got a few more swipes here. This took a little, a little more time than what I was expecting. But this is going to be our grassy area. This is going to be so that we can feed feed our cows here. But what we're going to do is we're going to use that grass drying. The grass drying building that we put in. That way we can make the hay and all of that stuff. We are going to have another field of grass, and that one is going to be we're going to stick with grass on that one, just because the cows need a mixture between between hay, grass, and mineral food. The mineral food you find in the store, unfortunately, that's something I cannot grow, I cannot produce. But cows and pigs will eat almost anything, to be honest with you. That's why I like doing the cows, I like doing the pigs, because pretty much anything that I harvest, I can feed to them. So, total mixed rations, TMR is what people call it. That is what helps the cows to produce milk. We're going to have to set up the milk trucks, both of the milk trucks, for both of them. I do have a milk storage. This is pretty much what I've been doing. This is taking a lot longer than what I was expecting. I mean, it is time consuming, but in all honesty, if you have it and you want it and you do it, it is worth it, because you get to, like I said, make your own field any size you want. You can mix fields, as you can see. I've done with those down there. I've mixed all three of those fields together. We're going to throw a cultivator on this one to get this one going. We're going to throw a cultivator on those to get that one going. That's going to be my wheat field. That's where I'm going to get 90% of my straw, is from those three fields right there that are mixed into one great big field. So I'm going to get all of my wheat there, which means I have to change out my harvester to one or two that hold a bigger load than the one that I have. The one that I have is for small fields. We're still going to keep it, because we're going to have a small field eventually that, we're just going to harvest just to probably produce for money. We'll go from there. Now, the fun part about the grass that we're about to set up, you don't have to weed it. You don't have to do none of that. You just have to put it down. It grows. You cut it. It grows again. It takes about 2 or 3 days to grow, depending on how fast your days are going by. Mine's at a ×5 right now, which means that time's going a little quick, but not as quick as it would be to screw up the harvest. And as you can see, we're almost done chopping this one up, making this field. We're almost done here. And once we're done, we're gonna get the cultivator down here, and we're gonna cultivate this grass area to be able to start growing and producing the grass here. So I jumped in a little early just to explain to you guys what we're going to be doing in the next episode or two. We've already put together the cow farm. We do not have any cows in there. I'm one of those people that when anybody that's ever watched any of my shows knows that I put everything together first before I put the animals in there. I didn't do it with the pigs. I didn't do it with the chickens, just because they don't need a lot to get started. So you can throw them in. Plus, both of them it's a lot, and it's time consuming to sit there and buy them all. So I bought them all. They're all sitting in there. They're perfectly fine. I did set it up so that I can come in, grab the eggs, come in, feed them. We're probably going to do that in the next couple episodes to get them all set up so I can get the manure started from the pigs. I can get the eggs from the chickens. I do have the manure pit set up. I do have the trailer, the auto trailer. It is a really cool mod. I do suggest it. It's an auto loader. I hate loading the trucks. I like producing stuff, but I hate loading them. So when I found that mod, it was like a godsend for me. So we're going to get that set up. I already have it over here. It's already It's already over in the garage. It's sitting there. It's waiting to be used. I don't know if it picks up honey. I might have to get a trailer just specifically for that. I do have a bee's nest, which I am going to move because I moved houses. I'm basically creating my own farm. I did go on easy so that it gives me a farm, but the farm that I have is a small one, so we're probably going to keep it the way it is, keep the small harvester for that particular farm. I did start building on it to get buildings and stuff like that, because I was going to stay there, and then I decided not to, and I built a bigger farm. So we might delete those buildings in the other farm, including the farmhouse and all of that. We're probably going to take it all away except for the barn and the repair shop. That way we have a repair shop at one of our farms. I did connect two out of the 3 fields there in a previous episode, so you guys can see how I did that. I have not cultivated it yet. I have not actually physically combined them. Same thing with those. I haven't cultivated and connected those either. But we're going to be doing that in this episode, so that you can see how that is done from the previous episodes, so you're not lost. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, so we're gonna have to start backing up, and we're gonna have to actually take control of this now. So you can see this is almost done. This is our little grass farm here. It's pretty cool. It's connected to our cow farm, which is over here. We have our sludge, is what I call it. It's a slurry, or chaff, is what the game calls it. I call it slurry. I call it sludge, because that's what it looks like. And yeah. So we're currently at 7 million right now. We're probably going to be spending a little bit of money here. I do have a solar plant, a solar farm over there. That's what the hell that is. It's not lit up yet because I haven't really messed with it. I set it down. That makes me 34,000 every month. I am going to actually, while I'm at it here, and before I forget, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this out. Here, I'll show you. This thing. This little sign right here that says government. We're going to take that out. All right. We're going to delete that. And the reason why we're going to delete it is because that, oh, no, that is what makes our 8 million. And I don't want that. I want to see how much I'm actually going to make versus how much I'm going to spend. And I only needed it to get started here, to get everything I needed. Now that I have everything I needed, I'm going to actually start playing the game the way it should be played. And we're going to actually farm to produce money, so I can show you how to make money and how to sustain what you make and how to make the most profits out of it. Now I do not use trains, so if you see me going for the one that's the least, or not the least, the one next down in line from getting the most money, that is the reason why I do not use the trains. They are a pain in the ass to use, so I don't use them. I can sell to farmers markets and all of that, well, you know, and not have to use the train. And I'm going to show you how to do that without using the train. Now, yes, the train normally is the, oh, wrong button here. Normally is the one that you get the most money out of, and there's no getting around that. Yeah, yes, you're going to make a lot of money on the trains, but you're going to have a hell of a time doing it. So I just don't mess with it. I don't screw with it. I say, well, you know what? Yeah, the train is making a lot of money, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it a different way, because I don't like the trains. So I haven't used them. I tried it once in one of the games. I wasn't with you guys when I tried it, but it didn't exactly work out for me so well, so I stopped using it. And we're gonna take these out real quick. Just because my OCD will not let me not look at them. So, oh, I missed one. Line this up here. We have maybe 2 more passes here, not including the one I'm in. Yeah, we're probably gonna need 2 more passes, and then we're done with this, and I can clean up the sides with the spots that I missed, and go get the cultivator, cultivate this, set an AI to cultivate it, and be happy. So I just to let you guys know, I don't know if I throw an AI on the cultivator, if he will take out what I've decorated. I hope he doesn't, but you never know. No, the AIs usually have a mind of their own. So, whoop, wrong one, wrong button. There we go. But we're gonna find out together. Because that's what we do. You know? I'm happy you guys are with me on this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful February. February day, actually. Thank you for joining me on these episodes. They are on YouTube. Please like, please subscribe. If you got a comment, comment. You know, I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think about, you know, the farms that I build. I want to know what you think on what I can do better. All suggestions are always welcome. And I will definitely take into consideration maybe on my next build and incorporate what you say. So, I mean, if you have any tips, any tricks to the trade, by all means. I don't know everything. I know I've been playing this game for a little bit, but so I do know a good majority of it. I do use mods, so I am modded up. Not everything I use is a mod, though. You know, most of this I do on my own. I just, every once in a while, I want to slip a little mod in there every once in a while. All right, so the main part of this is done. Let's do our cleanup here. Let's take that off so we can go a little quicker. All right, let's do our cleanup here. Let's start here. Or, I did miss some. It happens. Nobody's perfect. It does happen. Most of this is because the ground is not level. You know? Take care of that. Let's swing over here. Or, I'm going to take this one out. So, again, I'd like to know what you guys think. You know, this is actually, I'm winging this one. There's no plan for this. We are actually just, you know, having a good time here. Having a good time. That's all. That's what this is about. Having a good time. So, you know, just so you guys know, there is no plan. So if something happens and it turns out to be fantastic, hey, you know, I guess the gods were on our side on this one. Oh, I missed one. It doesn't happen very often. There we go. Now, normally I don't miss this. I'm actually very particular on how I do this, but I was doing it quick because I wanted to get back to you guys, to get back to the build here. So I did go a little quick, so I have to do a little cleanup here. Alright, and last one. So let's turn this off, let's lift this up. So there we go. This is going to be our grass. So now it's getting closer here, so we can see what we're doing here. Alright, so we're going to go put this away. I'm going to go get my cultivator. I can turn off my lights here. I don't know. Daytime, I can actually see what I'm doing here. Alright, so these are sludge one. Now we did decorate this a little bit, just so you guys know. We did decorate. As you can see, we have a little patio there. We got things for the kitties. We did put some gates in. Alright, so let's put the mulcher away here. Alright, so mulcher is away. We're going to pick up the cultivator, one of the cultivators that we're going to get. Oh, I might have to take this thing out. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this thing out. So, fortunately, can't keep this. Goodbye. So we're gonna take that out. That's all right. Just because it's hard to get around it. So go around this way. Notice I haven't put anything in these fields here because I do want to actually somewhat build a horse farm here. So as you can see, our cows have nothing. They have no food. And that's all right because I don't have any cows. So let's go get our cultivator. Tink. So I run over the fencing there, or run over the sign there. All right, so we're gonna go get our cultivator. We're gonna cultivate these three lands, and we're gonna cultivate them. All right, so here's the small one, and this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna cultivate this entire thing here. We're not gonna do this one. All right. So let's pick that up. Alright, so let's go get, there's our bees right there that we might move. I don't know yet. Haven't quite decided on that yet. So these, as you can see, I have connected this one, and that one. What is this? It's potatoes. We don't want potatoes. So we're going to set this one up to cultivate the land that we just made. So we're going to go this way here. Right across the back side of this. Which we are going to put a fence in. We are going to fence off these cows. I just haven't yet because I don't have cows, so I don't need to right now. Alright, so we're going to cultivate this, and let's see if it'll stay in these lines here. No field found. Alright, so looks like the mulcher has already cultivated, so we're going to cultivate what we need to cultivate here. Which is not much. So, not much because it looks like when I mulched it, I cultivated it as well, which is kind of cool. I didn't know that. Let's cultivate this here. Our lights on here so we can actually see a little. So we are going, so I guess we have the choice to rip it up, or we have the choice to cultivate it as we go. So I guess I cultivated it as I went. I didn't know that. It's good to know. Hit this here a couple times. I think it's going to take maybe two swoops around to catch it. Good thing I didn't keep going with it. All right. The little spots here so we don't have spots in our grass when we go to put the grass in. take that out. We have a little bit left, and then we can actually get the get the cedar and put some grass in here. Alright. Looks like we are all done. Let's lift that up. Alright, so this little area right here is where I'm going to put all of my lawn stuff. So everything that has to do with this particular lawn is going to go right here. So let's drop the cultivator here. I'm going to start this up. Now here's a fun fact. Alright, when you go into your construction, alright, and you're putting in seed, alright, so we already have a wagon to pick up the seed. What we don't have is a baler. Now, you can pick it up loose or you can pick it up in a bale. We're going to do kind of both, but I don't have any mowers, so let's get mowers first. I like these. I'm going to go with that one. And like I said, we already have a forger to pick it up, so we're going to grab this. Hi, car. We're going to bring this all the way back over to where our farm is. So far, we're doing really good on time. It's not really taking us too much time to do this. I'll show you the forger that we picked up, because I got to pick that up too to bring it over to the grass. And I think you saw it in the last episode, so we'll just refresh your memory. There it is. See that big green thing? That's my forger. Alright, so this thing can pick up a lot of grass. Alright, this thing picks up a lot of grass. But I like it because it's got a back end. It doesn't tip. It unloads from the back. So we're going to take this, bring it in here. We're going to cut through here. On down here, and we're going to set it right next to the other one. So this would be the other one that we bought, and what we're going to do is we're going to buy a cedar. Oop, wrong button. All right, so, or not a cedar, sorry. All right, here's the planter, here's the cedar. It is a cedar, sorry. All right, now here are all of the cedars that you can choose from. Depending on the cedar you have is depending on the one that you're going to buy. I like this one. This is one of my favorites because it's quick and it's big. So, barley, oats, canola, grass seeds. Because that's what we're using. That's the only thing we're using this for is grass. Pick this up, let's fold it. Go about our way. Now this is going to take no time at all to seed that particular area. Now, if you go like this, I can change the seeds. I'm going to put grass in there right now because that's what we're going to seed. when we get there. There's our wheat farm right here. We're gonna set that up as soon as we're done with the grass and cultivating the three and combining the 3 fields. So we're not going to go through the actual farm. We're going to go around it so I can actually put this down, because once we get there, we're going to start the seed. So go through the back end of the farm. There we go. Set this thing up so that it's straight. And here we go. Now he's as you can see, now he's planting grass. That's what he's planting. So if I get out of this thing, take a look at it. Grass. It's growing. Owned by me. See? Nothing here. This all has grass right here. So with that being said, what we're going to do, so we're gonna get in here and we're gonna buy another cultivator. Now the cultivators I have is this one. I'm going to buy this one because it's bigger. I have a big field that I'm setting up. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this tractor. I'm going to set this one right in here, and I'm going to buy another one. I'll buy it specifically for this. So go to our heavy duties here. This is the tractors that we're buying. Engine setup, let's put it at a 50. I like the wide tires. Oops, sorry. I like the Michelins. Let's go wide tires with weights. And we're buying it. There it is. Grab this. Now, fold this thing up. Now the only bad part about connecting fields is you do have to cultivate it all at once. I do not know if it'll stop, so we're about to find out. See, like I said, I'm learning just along with you. But I don't want to mess with the potatoes. I don't want to mess with any of that stuff right now. Corn, all of that crap. I don't want to mess with any of that right now. So I'm turning them all into a wheat field. That wheat field will feed both of those pigs. So let's open this back up. We're gonna start from this end. So we're going to start from this end, and I'm going to follow this to see if it, I'm going to follow it to see if it goes through. If it goes through, we're going to leave it be and let it do its thing. If it don't go through, we're going to take control, and we're going to end up having to do this ourselves, which is going to suck, because then I have to end this episode, guys, because I'm not going to have you sit here while I go through all of this. Let's see here what happens. So all the way through. No, I'm going to have to do it. Alright, so let's lower this. We're going to go all the way through. And that connects the fields, by the way, which is okay, because it does go relatively quickly. No, I just don't like the fact that it stops. Once it's cultivated, it'll seed it and it'll cultivate it again. It's just not officially connected. Now it is. So we're gonna take these. We're gonna cultivate them. We're gonna connect them. And stop there. Put it on cruise control. I always do an outline, that way it's easier. Cultivate all of this. Get it ready for harvest, and then we'll take that big seeder and we'll seed the entire thing. We're gonna seed the entire thing with wheat. That's what we're seeding it with. It's working out pretty well. This one will go relatively quickly, guys. No, I thought it was going to go a lot slower than this, but it's going relatively quickly. So let's seed it. Let's cultivate it all together here. Connect them. Once they're connected and cultivated all together, it becomes one field. Back up here. We'll get it. Like I said, takes a little time, but we'll get it. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Watch this. I'm gonna go get the big boy. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to now lift this, fold it. We're going to do something a little different. I don't normally do this because I do stick with machines that I like, but for time purposes, we're gonna do this. Cultivate that. So I'm going to set my AI to cultivate that. I'm going to come grab this one. I'm going to go get that other cultivator, which is the bigger one. And we're going to go get that. We're going to go get the big one. We're going to bring it back, and we're going to cultivate that thing relatively quickly. See if this will go. See if this one will go all the way through. Nope. No, see, that one won't do it either. Won't do that one either. It's alright, though. At least that'll be cultivated, and then all I gotta do is cultivate that little part. Ooh, really? You're just gonna stop? AIs in this game as the cars suck. They're horrible. They pull out in front of you. They just stop. See what I mean? Let's do the. Go get our big cultivator here, and we'll take care of that land. That bad boy. Yeah. The only problem with this one is it's a trailer. And I don't like the trailers, but for this purposes, look how big this is. Look how big that is. Now let's pull this bitch back up. We'll avoid the car. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna fold it back up, because now that I know I gotta do this by hand, by myself, I want a bigger one. That way it's not so long of a time frame for me to cultivate. So we're cheating, but not cheating. We're using the sources that are given to us. So let's open this thing back up. We're gonna lower this thing. Oop. I'll lower it. And let's rock and roll here. That's not cultivating. Why isn't it cultivating? Field creator, field creator. Shallow cultivator used. Well, what we're gonna do. That's all right, because guess what we're gonna do. Get him again. 5-0. Michelin. Standard weights. And then now he's going all the way through, because we went through with the first one. Look at that. Pull that. Alright, get you out of the way. Change it to wheat. Bring you down here to the start. wonder. Let's find out here. Let's lower this heater and see if it's actually going to seed here. See what happens here. It is. It is actually seeding. It is. It is actually seeding. All right, cool. So, as we were. Go. I'm kind of curious if it's actually going to seed that or if it's going to stop. Might not need this. We can always use an extra cultivator. You know what I mean. Cultivator. There we go. Actually, let's do this. So. Now this is wheat, but in order for me to connect them, I have to chop through both of them. So that's what we're gonna do. Chop through both of them. Bang. flip that. See if it goes through it. It should, because I just went through it with that one, so it should go through. Go. There we go. Nicely, nicely done. Ain't that something, huh? Right through we go. Rip through this entire thing, get it all cultivated. And we'll set them all up so that they're all growing at the same time. Jump back to our two back there just to make sure that they're not running into each other. It takes a little patience, you know, to get two fields put together. Excuse me. Go. So yes, we are tearing down a wheat field. And that is quite all right. We're tearing it down that way so we can scratch up the surfaces here and combine these two together. There we go. And guys, it looks like I have about 5 minutes left in this episode. So I will finish this up, guys, and I'll put the seeds down and I will add a few things so when you come back, we can just jump right into something else something else on this build. So, like I said, we're winging this. So thank you for joining me, and happy gaming. Later.